will be November 15th at 1:30.
After being charged to court over the alleged $402 million scam and given his due fine and sentence, Floyd Mayweather became an instant mess, collapsing as he cried out for help. The Hall of Famer had his recent controversies culminate in a very brutal fine and prison sentence on Friday. After many allegations and evidence of him involving himself in fraudulent transactions and other money crimes, he was slammed with a heavy fine and 2 years jail term.
I would also note he's provided me a number of letters for the community service work that he has done. It's been 20 hours of community service work with Habitat for Humanity, 10 hours of community service work with 3 Square, 15 hours of community service work with the Las Vegas.
And I am imposing a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody, the remaining 90 days to be suspended. He will be given 3 days credit for time served. I will give him credit for the other 2 days.
This was after the boxing legend and his lawyer had done so much to push for an out-of-court settlement. And along the line, he had spent some good money trying to evade the ultimate penalty. Part of the measures he used for this was to put one of his biggest mansions up for sale.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do...
In order to settle his court payment of $100 million, retired boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. delivered a knockout sale of his enormous Florida mansion, offloading the Miami Beach estate for an eye-watering $22 million. The former fighter picked up the property in 2021 for $18 million, according to Realtor.com, so the seller most likely made a profit on the deal, which appears to have been conducted off-market.
Rescue mission for a total of 45 hours so far. I know you indicated you may have additional community service work that you wanted to present today.
I will do that at the next status check.
That's fine. He has fully complied with the court's orders. Mr. Mayweather, at this time, we will now give custody.
Mayweather Jr. did the transaction through an entity connected to him, Foyoso LLC, according to The Real Deal. The buyer will assume the $13 million mortgage, with the next payment of $98.7 thousand due in December, the outlet reports. It marks the first move in what could prove to be a very lucrative real estate project for Mayweather Jr., who also recently listed his Beverly Hills home for an even bigger sum, $48 million, to be precise. That property, which was put on the market in September, has yet to find a buyer. However, should the undefeated champion manage to lure someone in who will pay his full asking price, he stands to earn a whopping $22.5 million profit on the sale.
Slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
After 7 years of ownership, and in a bid to save himself from the legal controversy he's found himself in, Floyd Mayweather Jr. decided to return his lavish mansion tucked into the heart of Beverly Hills back to the market. The ask is an impressive $48 million, which is a whopping $22.5 million more than the former pro boxer and current exhibition fighter originally paid for the French modern-style spread. Records show Mayweather doled out $25.5 million in cash for the property back in 2017, shortly before he retired. However, the transaction records show that the funds were gotten through illegal means.
Yeah, okay. And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
Sited behind high hedges and iron gates on a half-acre parcel that's next door to the Beverly Hills Hotel, The all-white structure was built on spec by Los Angeles-based real estate developer Niall Niami, who picked up the 1990s home that previously stood on the property in 2014 for $16 million from Marianne Metropolis, wife of billionaire businessman C. Dean Metropolis. A cocktail bar and glass-encased wine display are just some of the home's numerous amenities. Floyd Mayweather's scam had brought in huge money to afford a snazzy residence, which is introduced by marble-clad foyer, boasting a dangling chandelier hanging from a coffered ceiling, and contains a total of 6 bedrooms and 10 baths spread across more than 15,000 square feet. Glitzy amenities include a handsome wood-paneled library and a cocktail bar flanked by a glass-encased wine display, plus a separate guest house that comes with a movie theater, a meal-equipped concession stand, a gym, staff quarters, and a 4-car garage. Among the other standout features is a living room sporting a decorative fireplace surrounded by a mirrored accent wall and 10 sets of French doors spilling outside, as well as a formal dining room and a sleekly designed kitchen outfitted with an eat-in island and an accompanying breakfast nook. A plush primary suite flaunts a private terrace and dual walk-in closets and baths, while the resort-like grounds are spotlighted by a pool and spa sitting amid a black and white striped sun deck. A fireside living room has dark herringbone patterned wood floors and 10 sets of French doors, in addition to his Beverly Hills home, which is listed by Josh Altman and Matt Altman of Douglas Elliman, the 47-year-old Michigan native, who is estimated to have brought in more than $1 billion in total earnings during his boxing career, still owns a $10 million mansion in Las Vegas and a Miami Beach compound he acquired in 2021 for $18 million.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Aside from putting his houses up for sale, Floyd Mayweather has also been trying other ventures to pay up the huge fine in front of him. He recently took his fraud to another level, where he is looking to get thousands of dollars from people for some of his old belts and gloves, while using a crypto bait to entice them. He recently hosted Acme Warawat at the Mayweather Boxing Fitness Gym at Tribeca, New York City for a private training session, an event that was covered by TMZ and has since sparked attention across the crypto and sports communities. I had the pleasure of spending time with Acme, ACET's founder, in NYC last week. I believe in Acme and ACET. ACET is a DeFi project that has been around for several years, said Mayweather in a statement to his over 50 million social media followers, expressing his trust in Acme and ACET.
It's all about the giveaways. I want everybody to look. Gucci bags, Louis bags, everything right here, we giving away. Of course, autographed gloves, but I'm gonna do something special.
With the launch, Why Floyd Trusts in ACET, Floyd was inviting his sports, celebrities, friends, and fans to join the movement so he would make some money from it. The boxing legend and his partners were charging over $20,000 worth of coin for a private Zoom call with Floyd Mayweather, 100 USDT, a chance to win signed boxing gloves by Floyd Mayweather. Also, the top ACET spender would win the official World Boxing Council World Champion belt from his exhibition fight against John Gotti III during Juneteenth 2023, signed by Floyd Mayweather. The Juneteenth Freedom Belt, awarded by the World Boxing Council, was created to commemorate Juneteenth, the U.S. federal holiday marking the emancipation of enslaved African Americans.
On this giveaway, what I'm gonna do is give 2 tickets away to my next exhibition in Mexico. But what I need everybody to do is follow all the instructions down.
It has been awarded only a handful of times, including to Jamal Charlo and Floyd Mayweather, due to post-fight chaos in the Mayweather versus. Gotti III exhibition, the belt was presented backstage by World Boxing Council President Mauricio Sulaiman, making this specific edition extremely rare and tied to a widely publicized moment in modern boxing history. This move comes right after Acme Warawat recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the Royal Office of HH Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi of the United Arab Emirates and added Floyd Mayweather to their team as a major partner. The MOU aims to promote blockchain adoption and financial innovation, positioning ACET as a key digital payment partner in the $3.9 billion casino resort project on Al Marjan Island in Ras Al Khaimah.
And be that lucky winner. All of this, 2 tickets, let's do it.
With Floyd Mayweather publicly joining ACET and giving away memorabilia assets like the Juneteenth World Boxing Council belt entering the spotlight, this moment marks the beginning of a global movement redefining how fans, communities, and creators engage with legacy, culture, and technology. Floyd joining the ACET community is just the beginning, said Acme Warawat, founder of ACET. When you bring together world champions, real-world asset utility, and decentralized ownership, you're witnessing a cultural shift. We're seeing more athletes, creators, and ultra-high net worth figures lining up to be part of this. The future is being written now, and it's in the hands of those who hold ACET. As momentum accelerates and access remains limited, early supporters have a chance to be part of one of the most culturally significant decentralized campaigns of 2025.
Social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly blessed, way beyond belief. You know, what's important to me right now is my real estate, my family, different things I'm involved with. You know, it's all about helping kids, the new generation.
We're gonna break it tonight. OKC gonna win. OKC gonna win. You gonna break the score tonight? Come on, Papa. Let's do it.
While Floyd's association with them was initially perceived as a legacy in motion, we now understand the motive behind his intentions, that at the core of everything he was doing was a desire to get himself out of trouble. This is Mayweather's latest attempt to get out of trouble and bail himself out of jail. He has had a long history of offenses and crimes, and that was one of his main reasons for getting a new chief executive officer.
Go strong in the ring just to be, happy or be satisfied. I'm satisfied with life, just in general.
You surprised you're still at this level at this age? Did you ever picture yourself to be at this level at this age?
I think we're 17 years in it now, I think we at 16 was last year, so 17 years, still hungry, still dedicated, and when the time presents itself, I approach it like I always approach it, in the best manner.
Speaking of what happened a few months ago, it was reported all through the media, your time in jail and everything like that. How were you when you came out mentally? Talk to me about that. And
recently, many people in his team tried to skip several interviews and questions regarding Floyd Mayweather's detainment. The CEO wasn't the only one from Floyd Mayweather's team to be guilty of such. Many of them haven't helped matters, as they have mostly been silent regarding the issue. However, being the chief executive officer of Mayweather and being more prominent than the others is most guilty of this.
Surpass Floyd Mayweather and be a better Floyd Mayweather. So, everything that I did, in a past, if it was something negative, I apologize. And, Terrence Crawford, continue to be great, continue to do you, continue to love your family.
The chief executive officer of Mayweather Promotions dodged the question repeatedly despite being asked the same question over and over again. He quickly brushed off the rumors and deliberately skipped questions regarding Mayweather's hostage in Dubai. He refused to answer when asked about Mayweather's alleged hostage situation in Dubai. Well, this is probably because Floyd Mayweather himself has not addressed the controversy in his back and forth with Davis. Rather, he's been taking jabs at his former protege and taunting him by requesting he fights multi-division champion Shakur Stevenson. Rather, he was quick to shower praises on Gervonta Tank Davis when he was asked about his upcoming fight in a month's time.
And all fighters, I want to see all fighters do good in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, man, I'm be honest, Floyd, that's really dope. To hear you kind of grown man in that situation. I really, that's actually kind of dope because, and also acknowledging that at a time in your life, in your career, when you were younger, you talk different and sometimes.
He was then asked about the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis, with the reporter asking him for confirmation of Mayweather's hostage in Dubai. The reporter questioned, "Just out of curiosity, bro, he said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?" However, he sneakingly skipped the question like he was never asked and kept on with his praises for Gervonta Davis. Then, a lucky interviewer was able to successfully extract some information from Leonard Alerbe after such a long time.
It's either against an MMA guy or a YouTuber. I gave the sport as a professional, I think 21 straight years or 21 years. I like the fact that I still have all my faculties.
It's been rumored that Leonard Alerbe was forced to speak out because the Dubai authorities took a step further by not just restricting his movement only, but also laying hold of his bank accounts. Evidently, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was still being held hostage in Dubai for non-payment of an unknown debt, and it was World Boxing Association lightweight champion Gervonta Davis that first broke the news about Mayweather's detainment in Dubai. Davis even dared Mayweather should go live on Instagram to prove he's not in Dubai. And then, 50 Cent commented on the report in a social media post according to a reputable news source. "Oh nah, this stuff is real. Gervonta Davis would not say no anything like that if it wasn't official. Me and Champ are beefing, but he is my brother. I got some money if he needs it."
That I still have all my faculties, that I'm able to still hang out with my grandson. I'm still sharp. I'm able to still put, huge deals together on the outside, and that I made smart investments. I don't do exhibitions to prove that I'm the best or take punishments.
Apparently, Mayweather was fronted an insane amount of cash at a casino, but he promptly lost all the money gambling. Sadly, there are no legal casinos in Dubai, so it must have been a private casino. Mayweather's private jet was reportedly surrounded by police, and his money is no good at the Dubai airport. According to boxing promoter Rick Glazer, Mayweather was free to move around Dubai, he just couldn't leave the country until he pays what he owes. Renowned boxing agent Rick Glazer entered the fray surrounding the controversy swirling around boxing icon Floyd Mayweather's extended stay in Dubai, UAE.
Do exhibitions just to entertain the people, have a little fun, and make a cool payday.
Gotcha. Speaking of people we have problems with, this was rumored, and it could just all be rumored, but did you ever have a problem with Jay-Z?
No, what problem with Jay-Z? About what?
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was going through some stuff, just asking.
Glazer, a stalwart of the professional boxing scene for over 4 decades, has seemingly sided with Gervonta Davis, echoing the latter's recent assertions concerning Mayweather's situation. Glazer updated his X, formerly Twitter, followers on Mayweather's situation about a week ago, writing that he confirmed Floyd Mayweather's hostage from one of his friends, and this was backed up by Mayweather's absence from Mexico. Regarding the meeting in Mexico, the CDMX government felt very disappointed in Floyd Mayweather, as many prominent people in the world of boxing gathered to hear Floyd Mayweather speak, only for the man of the moment to fail to show up without any notice. Top professional boxers like Jaime Munguia and Victor Ortiz, who Floyd Mayweather was to fight on August 24th, were present at the meeting, and while it went on, it was clear that there was a missing piece.
I was going through some stuff, just asking. It seemed like that for something and things that I was reading, so I was just asking.
Oh, you gotta, but Killer Cam, you gotta tell me, Was it an article? What was it?
Yeah, it was an article. It was an article.
Oh, well, you can't believe. We know we can't believe everything we read. That's why you ask.
On Instagram, Davis reacted to the news of Mayweather's absence, which reportedly cost the CDMX government $1 million. He is out here scamming again, taking people's money. In response, Mayweather posted that Davis Martin card had been canceled, with Davis replying in a post of his own in which he labeled the 47-year-old as a hater. News of Mayweather's truancy aligns with other rumors shared by Davis, who declared that the veteran is being held hostage. What's sad about Mayweather's case is how exotic he still manages to look, despite accumulating so much debt.
That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you. Absolutely.
I think, honestly speaking, I think, Jay-Z a hell of an artist. He's a hell of an artist. He did a lot, he did a lot for the rap game. Had Brooklyn on his back. Him and Biggie, both. They rep.
Money earned so much during his stellar boxing career, pocketing in excess of $1.2 billion in total earnings, including from his lucrative paydays against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor. Widespread reports indicate that Mayweather's current total net worth is around $400 million, which has allowed him to live an extravagant lifestyle outside of the squared circle. But now, we know that's all a lie. Aside from the lies, we now know he lives off crimes and fraudulent acts. Despite retiring from the professional ranks in 2017, Mayweather has been fighting in a series of remunerative exhibitions against some lesser opposition, including Deji and Logan Paul.
Brooklyn to the fullest, and he's a hell of an artist.
Gotcha. So let's get to it now. For me, I know May shot his questions earlier. Did you help Ryan, or did you tell Ryan to gain the 3 pounds?
That's what I was waiting to ask.
The boxing legend has repeatedly insisted he is earning 8-figure paydays from each, even going as far as to nickname them legalized bank robberies. But when explaining why he was accepting the showman-style events, he insisted it was to continue to build his generational wealth. When I come and do an exhibition, it's because I love the sport and I feel like it. Shortly before his court issue began, he had done something very funny on social media, not knowing he would get into trouble in no time. Floyd Mayweather has responded with a new video on his Instagram, where he even boasted more than he would normally do in order to fire shots at his doubters and prove their claims as false.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. It's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell him, you tell him.
We got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only for the best for the champ.
Now when you guys come here, if you want to hang.
In the video, he was presented a check, and he continued by intentionally announcing amount in the check and said, "You know what we do. The one and only Floyd Money Mayweather, CEO of Zeus. I appreciate you. You guys always do great business. That's 6 zeros. It's not bad. It's a deal. I appreciate it." And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.